Andy was my friend. And as the chief counsel, I was his lawyer. Then when I was the deputy, I was his friend. Anyway, Andy was Air Force veteran, and he came to Fort Monmouth after service at FAA. And in '73, he was selected as the technical director and deputy program manager for the Weapons Locating Radar Program, Firefinder. The biggest problem they had was false locations. So what he was responsible for is fixing the locations so that people utilizing the system will understand that the location identified was exactly the right location. Now, what did it do? Firefinder would track with radar, let's say an artillery piece coming in, and he would be able to tell exactly where it came down. And before it landed on our services, it would tell exactly where it was fired from and program our guns. So what happened as time went on? Initially, they had false readings, and eventually they fixed all of that under his leadership, and they would track 100 artillery pieces coming in from different directions at the same time and program our guns to fire. So why was that important? So if you watch the first Iraq War, we had those devices on the field. So the Iraq Army had plenty of artillery, but they never fired a single shot at us, because as soon as they shot at us, we would give the location of where they are and we'd return fire on that location. FLIR. Under his tutelage, we built the second-gen FLIR. Now, one of the rules of engagement is if you're a tank commander, you can't fire that cannon unless you can absolutely identify who it was, that it was an enemy, not a friendly. Well, the first-gen FLIR was marvelous and had the results I described earlier, but it could only see 1,500 yards. Meanwhile, the range of the cannon was 2,500 yards. The director of night vision and Andy and I met with the chief of staff between the wars, and they said, the chief of staff, General Sullivan, gave us direction. I wanted to go to full range of the cannon. So we built second-gen FLIR, and that second-gen FLIR went to the next battle, and it was even more capable. But I think the key is, of all of Andy, he never gave up working on these systems. I mean, you could have given up on location radars, but they didn't do that. And it wasn't just Andy. There were a lot of people that worked for him, and a lot of people that he brought along and trained and became other SESs. Eddie Baer was one of those people. Well, I think they could learn the results and how many soldiers came home uninjured because of his work. And his work was challenging. I mean, it was not resolved. It was not easy to solve the problem. Afterwards, everybody could do it, but before you got the answer, it's hard. And I think that he taught people that tenacity and perseverance can result in those extraordinary accomplishments which save soldiers and Marines for many, many years. And the challenges occur here today, and they're different challenges than I saw, but there are numerous challenges, and our adversaries have been catching up with our technology and trying hard, but we're still way out ahead. I think that tenacity and perseverance is the thing to take away. Try hard, and you can be very successful, just as Andy was.